Having good, clear, strong personal boundaries can help us have more fun and fewer problems with each other. And a boundary is like a limit. It's a dividing line and it separates one thing from another. For example, this wall is a boundary, or this table is a boundary. Even the screen that you're looking at is a boundary that separates me from you. And those are all boundaries that we can see. There are also boundaries that we can't see, but we can feel them inside when someone's crossed them. And those are called our personal boundaries. You may have heard about your personal space bubble, and you can't see it, but you can sure feel it when somebody comes into your space or crosses that boundary. For example, how many of you have ever been playing fun games with a friend, or maybe you're joking around, and then suddenly somebody says something and it hurts your feelings and it's not funny? Yeah, that's happened to me before too. Or maybe you're playing a game and suddenly it gets too rough and you don't want to play it anymore. Has that ever happened to anyone? Yeah, that's happened to me too. That signal where it's not fun anymore or something is hurtful, that's a signal to you that your own personal boundaries have been crossed.
Most of the time, the people who bother us are people we know. Raise your hand if you have been irritated by people you know. Raise your hand if you think you might have irritated people you know. That is normal. Personal boundaries can help us to have more fun and fewer problems with each other. A boundary is a limit or a dividing line between one thing and another. We have boundaries that we can see, like the lines on a playing field or a crosswalk. We also have personal boundaries that we cannot see, but that we can feel inside. For example, maybe you're having fun joking with friends, and one friend says something you think is rude or hurtful. Put your hand up if you ever thought to yourself, "Hey, that joke hurt my feelings." Or maybe you were having fun with friends and it got too rough. Put your hand up if you thought, "Ouch, that hurt." Those feelings of that joke is hurtful or that game is too rough are signs that your personal boundaries are being crossed.
Now we're going to talk about what's a choice and what's not a choice. And the truth is that some kinds of touch and some rules are not a choice for us if it's about our health and safety or if it's about other people's health and safety. So let's say I went to the dentist and the dentist said, "Open your mouth, I gotta scrape your teeth." Do you think I like this touch? I don't. But it's not a choice for me because it's about the health of my teeth. But let's say the dentist wants to pat my head or give me a hug. Now, is that a choice?
Yes.
Yes, that is my choice because that's not about health or safety. And I can say stop if I don't want a hug or to have my head patted. Now, maybe I got hurt and I have a cut and my grown-up has to put some medicine on it and a Band-Aid. And the medicine burns or hurts at first when they put it on. Now that touch is not a choice for me either because that is about my health and safety. And even though the medicine might hurt at first, it's gonna help me feel better. But let's say my grown-up wants to give me a hug. Is that a choice?
Yes.
Yes, that would be my choice. And I could choose to get the hug or I could choose to say stop if I don't want the hug.
In Kidpower, we have 4 boundary safety rules with people we know. The first safety rule is we each belong to ourselves. This includes our bodies, our feelings, and our thoughts. Do the "we each belong to ourselves" safety signal with me. Sit up tall, smile to show that each person's body, time, feelings, and thoughts are important. Point your thumbs toward yourself like this and say, "We each belong to ourselves."
We each belong to ourselves.
Good job. The second safety rule is some things are not a choice. Some things are required, and boundaries often have to be negotiated, even for adults. For example, if your adults say you have to go to the doctor, is that a choice for you?
No.
Following the rules of school, like listening to your teacher and not talking during class, is that a choice?
No.
What about following the rules of your house, like doing your chores? Is that a choice for you?
No.
This is the some things are not a choice safety signal. Do this with me and say, some things are not a choice.
Some things are not a choice.
Great job. The third safety rule is problems should not have to be a secret. Anything that bothers you should not be a secret. Also, touch should not be a secret. Do the problems should not have to be a secret safety signal with me. Hold a finger in front of your lips. Now, move the finger away from your mouth to show that we are safer when we can talk about our problems. And say, problems should not have to be a secret.
Problems should not have to be a secret.
Good job. Now say, any kind of touch should not be secret.
Any kind of touch should not be a secret.
Excellent. Say, games should not be secret.
Games should not be a secret.
Say, presents someone gives you should not be secret.
Presents someone gives you should not be a secret.
And again say, problems should not have to be a secret.
Problems should not have to be a secret.
Excellent. And the fourth safety rule is keep telling until you get help. If you have a problem, tell an adult you trust. If one person doesn't help, tell another. Even if the person you care about might get upset or embarrassed, keep telling until you get the help you need. Do the keep telling until you get the help you need safety signal with me. Pretend your hands are talking to each other like this. One hand will say, I need help.
I need help.
And the other hand will reply, I will help you.
I will help you.
Good job. Now say, keep telling until you get help.
Keep telling until you get help.
Good. Say, it's never too late to tell.
It's never too late to tell.
Well done. This is the
We're going to learn the safety and consent rules for touch, teasing, play, and affection. Let's do our class opening all together. Today, we're going to learn how to stay safe in our minds, stay safe in our hearts, and stay safe in our bodies. Sometimes the people we know can bother us through touch or teasing, and knowing what to do is important because most of us have been touched in ways we didn't like. Maybe somebody tickled us too long, or they pushed us, or they hugged us too tight, or they pinched our cheeks. And touch should be a choice, and we need to have a way to tell people what's okay with us and what's not okay. And so this is our Kidpower consent checklist, the safety rules for touch, teasing, and affection. The first one is, it has to be okay with both. Is it okay with you? It's okay with me. It's okay with both, so the touch can happen. But if it's not okay with both, is it okay with you? It's not okay with me. then the touch is not okay because it is no longer the choice of both people. The second one is it has to be safe, both physically and emotionally, which means your feelings inside. The third rule is it has to be allowed by the adults in charge. This is like an adult nodding their head. And if you're not sure if something's allowed, we want you to check first with the adult in charge. And the fourth one is not a secret, because touch or anything that bothers us should not be a secret. Games should not be a secret. Friendships should not be a secret. Photos or videos should not be secrets. So no secrets.
This is the Kidpower consent checklist. 1. Touch, teasing, or play for fun or affection, which means showing you like someone, should be safe. Hug yourself like this to show that we all deserve to feel and be safe. 2. It should also be the choice of each person. Put 2 thumbs up like this to show that each person should agree about touch or games for fun or affection. 3. It should be allowed by the adults in charge. Curl your hand up and pretend that your hand is the head of an adult in charge, nodding in approval. And 4. Touch, teasing, or play for fun or affection should not be a secret, which means your adults can know. Do the not a secret safety signal with me. And say, not a secret.
Not a secret.
Well done. Let's look at some examples of when we can use the Kidpower consent checklist. Suppose you and I are standing by a busy street with a bunch of cars going by, and we decide to play tag in the middle of the street. We both want to, so it's okay, right?
No.
No, because it's not safe to play in the middle of the street. Make a fence and say, that's not safe. Let's go to the park instead.
That's not safe. Let's go to the park instead.
Good job. What if you and I are friends and we like to thumb wrestle each other? Put your hand up and pretend that you're thumb wrestling with me. Now, suppose you change your mind and you don't want to thumb wrestle anymore. Make a fence and say, please stop. I'm ready for another game.
Please stop. I'm ready for another game.
Okay, I'll stop. Because you asked me to stop, this touch is not the choice of each person. So I should stop. Now, what if you and I wanted to wrestle right in the middle of dinner? Would that be allowed by your grown-ups?
No.
No, probably not. Make a fence and say, please stop.
Please stop.
Let's do this after dinner.
Let's do this after dinner.
Good job. And for a last example, let's say that you and I want to play hide and seek. So it's the choice of each person, and we know it's allowed as long as we stay in the backyard. But suppose I said, shh, don't tell the grown-ups we played this game. Is keeping games a secret from your grown-ups safe?
No.
No, because keeping games or play or touch of any kind a secret breaks our safety rules. Make a fence and say, please stop. I don't keep games a secret from my grown-ups.
Please stop. I don't keep games a secret from my grown-ups.
Well done. Hi, I'm Jennifer, and it's Puppet Power time. Tiger, thanks for having me over to play. Yes, it's good to see you. Let's wrestle. Tiger, stop. I don't want to wrestle. Oh, well, if you don't want to wrestle and I do, we have to play something else, something we both like. You're right. I have an idea, Tiger. Why don't we play with your cooking toys? Yes, so much fun. Let's do it. You know what we should do now, Cal? What's that? Let's go to the kitchen and play with the real food we can cook on the stove. Hold on, Tiger, that's not safe. We need a grown-up. I'm gonna tell your mom. No, if you tell my mom, we won't play together. Now, Tiger, that's not true because your mom, she can help us. And games aren't secrets, remember? So I'll go get her and maybe she can show us how to cook in the kitchen. You're right, let's go. Hi, I'm Jennifer, and it's Puppet Power time. Imagine Miss Kitty is a teacher on the playground, and Cow is a kid. Miss Kitty sees Cow about to go over and bop Tiger on the head. Oh no! Cow, stop! That's not safe. Don't touch me! I'm gonna tell! Well, you can tell. This is about your safety and Tiger's safety. Let's go tell together. Miss Kitty and Cow did an awesome job. Let's all clap together.
Suppose I'm a kid and Jared is my grandpa and he likes to pinch cheeks, but I don't like it. If I don't stop him, this is what might happen.
Oh, look at you. You're getting so cute. You're so adorable.
Does that look fun? No. Instead of suffering through it, watch what I can do this time.
Oh, look at those.
Oh, look at this card I made for you, Grandpa.
But what about the cheek pinching?
Oh, I don't like cheek pinching.
Oh, but it's just a game. You always loved it when I did it in the past.
I'm bigger now. That's not me anymore.
Okay, let's see that card.
Here, I made it for you.
Oh, thank you. World's best grandpa.